There's one thing, the word freak, we don't like that word.
So if you, for example, when you have it about us, don't put that on me and my twin brother, because we despise that word.
That's interesting. That's something we've been asking a lot of people.
Me, I never liked that since we was boys.
Is that something that people ever called you?
Well, you hear sometimes people say that. To me, it sounds not very nice. Because my brother sometimes, when he hears it, he cries.
Because like you said, we're both. He's emotional and I'm emotional.
Say that again?
This is mine. This is my leg. We taught our own stuff how to tie our shoes. Watching our brothers and sisters tie their shoes. What you're seeing is not...
Very nice.
Thank you.
This is my leg, this is my brother's leg.
And the leg on this side, the big one is mine. The one above shoe is Donnie's leg.
This is my leg.
Great. 11, take one, marker.
So whose house is this?
Belongs to us.
No mortgage. Lock, stock, and barrel. Mortgage free.
Because we bought it when we got off the road. There was a sale sign here. We bought it then.
There's a one bathroom, a kitchen, a living room,
Guest bedroom. The one that was here, that's our bedroom here. The master bedroom, like my brother said.
We like to collect stuff.
What do you collect?
Baseball cards. Baseball cards, pugs.
Comic books. Wrestling magazines.
Magazines.
I like a magazine you think of.
Wow. What's your favorite sports team?
Cincinnati Reds, Cincinnati Cap, and Dallas Cowboys.
I'll show
Them
it.
lizard cowboys.
Oh, hush.
Because I like the Dallas Cowboys.
Let me see that again.
Yes.
Get down on.
Okay.
Hold it up so I
Tilt it up right to him. There you go.
Here you go. Like that.
Yeah.
And like I said, the Bear team will win again.
Say that again?
The Bear team will win.
When you go places, do people sometimes stare at you?
Yeah, especially at the state fairs, they like the video cameras, and that bugs us like crazy.
Because I say to the guy, would you like salt and pepper, or would you like to eat it?
They
For
kind
real.
of think they're part of the attraction because they are at the fairgrounds and they get a lot of people following them, a big crowd actually. Or for that matter, if you go to the airport, you got a big
I like
people
that
following
one year
you.
of that park we went to.
We were down at Disneyland a couple years ago when they did a show, and
Yeah.
there were people following with movie cameras, and it drives them nuts as far as trying to find some privacy and not being able to.
And for example, we've had people actually follow us into the bathroom.
Yeah.
That gets very annoying.
Does it bother you when people stare?
You get used to it.
Because it was used to us all our life.
Some people are very rude, but some people say the teenagers get kind of wild, but other people, like say, get older, we kind of like them. More respect.
Yeah.
We went down the other day to the drugstore and we talked to two twin girls, was identical, and they said, "God bless us." We said the same back to them.
When you were in the sideshows, sometimes people weren't so polite.
For example, do you want to tell that story in Wishing Courthouse?
No, go ahead. I know what you're talking about.
Like there was a lady, there was a guy who worked for us named Hap.
Tell me if you want me help.
Please.
Okay. Or they had like windows like that, because their trailer was air conditioned, and the lady thought we was fake. No, for real.
For real, she went and got a deputy sheriff, and
Oh yeah.
he come in and he knocked on the door and asked my dad if he could bring this lady in because she was convinced that they were not real. Dad has a big sign out front, $10,000 reward if not alive and not real. So anyway, she's convinced that this was a piece of plastic here holding them together.
That's real
She
skin.
literally come in and stuck her hand up at her shirt and on both sides. Can't be. She just wouldn't be convinced, but there's no denying what you're looking at.
One thing I'd have to say, here of North America, our country, where people wouldn't mind you make fun of us, of Latin America, they treat us different down there, with respect.
Tell me about that a little bit.
Well, we was invited to a guy's house, me and Donnie and Joe, to have supper. And like, they treat you like normal people.
Would you ever want to go back to work in the sideshow?
No, I have a bad back.
The other answer, no, I don't miss it, and I wouldn't want to do it, period. Because I like being, we have our freedom to, like, do stuff for our brothers, nieces and nephews.
If a doctor told you that you could be separated, would you want to be separated?
Together?
Yes.
No way.
God made us this way, let God separate
Separate
us. And for example, if something should happen to one of us, where he told a brother that I would not want to live, I'd want to die. Because being a twin, it's too much being close. I think if I lived and he would have died, I would want nuts.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say about if I'm get this with us.
Okay. Are you wanting our film yet, sir?
You want us to stop for a minute?
Want me to stop?
No, they're wanting to get to the. They don't want to get. They want to show you they can pass the ball. They're getting.
Okay,
That's
now we
what
got
they're.
plenty of film with us. If we just have to change it every so often.
Okay.
So don't worry.
You got more questions, ma'am?
I got a few more.
Okay.
Let me see. You told me that you guys vote. Will you tell me about that?
Yeah.
We go to the building over there and we vote. First time we voted was in what, 92?
That sounds right.
Our brother took us.
And like what you have to do, like this year in Washington, you go in the vote booth, they'll put another table, a folding chair, they'll have one on this side.
And one on, there'll be the regular lady would tell on the thing.
They'll have a lady read to them who each candidate is, and then they themselves.
Did you all go to school when you were kids?
You can help us with this one, please.
Sorry, I have to stop.
Right there.
And like
And there's one thing, the word freak, we don't like that word. That
so
word-
if you, for example, when you have it about us, don't put that on me and my twin brother, because we despise that word.
it makes us, like you say, get irritable.
That's interesting. That's something we've been asking a lot of people.
Me and I never liked that since we was boys.
Is that something that people ever called you?
Well, you hear sometimes people say that. To me, that sounds not very nice. Because my brother sometimes, when he hears that, he cries.
Because like you said, we're both. He's emotional and I'm emotional.
She was asking me to die a word called freak. I told her me die doesn't like that word, makes me die. We don't like that word.
There you go.
Thanks, man.
I'm gonna stand up for a while. Is that all right?
Yeah.
On my neck.
Yes.
For example, this is iced tea.
And one of you has a headache?
Yes? Sinus.
You don't get a headache together?
Once in a while, and of the headache pill, the blood interchanges in our system. Because of the medicine I take for epilepsy, the medicine interchanges.
I see.
Our blood system.
So if one of you takes medicine, you both take it.
Excellent.
So tell me, when you were down in, when you were traveling with the sideshows, did you ever have girlfriends?
That's personal.
Okay. Good answer.
Thank you.
You said what answer this time around.
I admire you for keeping your private lives to yourself. I think that's
He
good.
said, my brother said I'll answer that.
Ask Jimmy. Jimmy.
Don't get into it too much, please.
Okay, that's fine.
That's personal.
That's
Thank
fine.
you.
I understand that.
Any more questions?
I think that's it. I think we can cut. Good. Let's
She likes the Atlanta Braves,
Our dad.
that sissy team,
Our dad's sister, so we're like the good team. The
Cincinnati Reds. This year, the '96 World Series champions. Well, this is his favorite color. Mine's red. What are you doing? Get up close again?
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
Professional ball
Let's see those gloves.
Well, he's right. Watch the face, man.
Here it comes.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna probably need his ball too. You ready?
Yeah.
Yep. Here.
You ready? Great.
Don't.
Good one. I'll get it. Don't freak out.
Ouch.
How long?
That one costed $10.
Let's go. Right.
Whoa.
Right. There you go.
That was not supposed to happen.
It's everyday life, though.
Happens to everyone.
Yes.
All right?
Yeah.
Put it in there. There, excellent. Home run.
Yes.
Somebody dropped the comb.
Mine.
Ready?
Cheese.
And nice. Good. Great. One more time.
Cheese.
Just to make sure. Great.
Thank you.
I'll send you one of those.
And not like our brother was saying, mind you, when he was on the road, we had fun because except being our brother, he's our best friend. Not you can say, right?
True. Because he made sure people made fun of us. He told them to
Shut up.
our mind own business.
Ready?
Go ahead.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about that.
Every year, basically, we'd come into town. All of us kids would go to school just like normal, and then in summertime, as first day school was out, we'd all be on a bus or plane or drive if they were local. We'd drive to wherever the carnival unit was at, and we'd go basically live for 3 months out on the road traveling city to city. It was a great time. Really enjoyed it. Miss it, as a matter of fact. It was, get me started. It was pretty fun. It was a different way of life, but seen a lot and done a lot doing it with them. It's pretty cool.
Okay, you guys, you have to be quiet. We made him be quiet.
You made
for
me
you.
look, yeah. You made me look. I felt privileged, to be honest, doing it. I missed things around here like playing ball in the summer, but was the envy of other kids my age because I was out traveling. It was cool, traveling with the carnival all the time. It was a different lifestyle. But it was a lot of fun. I look forward to it every year.
Wow. Do you think your brothers enjoyed it?
Yes and no. They've had somewhat of a sheltered life, and then again, they've met more stars or country stars that they will, or people in the business than any of us ever hoped to. They've seen more places traveling than any of us have ever do in a lifetime. So, in that respect, they've done a lot. They've had a good life, and they're content with it. Yeah.
Do you think, what would you say to someone who thinks that the sideshows were, a bad idea or exploitative or something like
I've heard it both ways. And what other line of work could they do like that? Who's going to hire a Siamese twin that's face to face? And the time that they got on the road as young kids, that was the way of life back then. I mean, if they were going to be looked at in the neighborhood, constantly harassed, why not get paid for it? That's the way I look at it.
And then what happened? They went down to, joined a circus?
They went and joined a circus and did most of Latin America, Central America, and they were well accepted down there, very warmly, treated as stars, if you will, and they certainly loved the attention that they were given there. And it was a good living. They did that for about 11 years as a star attraction in numerous circuses over the years. And like I said, they retired at 39, and they're glad to be off the road.
Talk to me a little bit about how the sideshow audiences treated your brothers. Did things change over time?
Yes, actually we could detail city by city, a rougher city. They were treated differently. Of course, I wasn't around, being the youngest in the early days. I understand it was very good at first. The society has changed, that it's looked upon as something bad to have an exploitation, if you will. Instead of a paying job, they were looked at as being exploited in these times. Plus, I feel like the carnival in itself sometimes is given a bad rap, looked down upon. Donnie and Ronnie was born into a normal, everyday, apple pie American family. I mean, they came from a regular neighborhood like you see in here. not everybody, you know, that's just because you're in the carnival doesn't mean you come from a certain bad walk of life. And it's all what you make of it. That was their way of life. They enjoyed it. They loved it. And now they're glad to be retired, you know. And it's well accepted in the neighborhood. Yeah.
At a certain point, though, I think you were saying to me that, you know, as times went on and it got closer to the 60s, they were more sneered at in America. Is that true?
That's true. I would say late 60s on up. It just seemed to, the overall view of, I don't know if there's I'm getting, the overall view of the carnival business from the 60s on, in my opinion, I mean, that's my time, has been looked down upon as a traveling money takers, if you will, versus an entertainment.
And so did audiences treat your brothers differently when that happened?
I think so. Even you're a stranger when you go to a different town. Each week you're in a different city, different state, and there are those that treat them warmly and openly, but for the most part you can see the deterioration in society itself not accepting them as being, calling them freaks, if you will, and that just doesn't sit well. But yeah, you can see it go downhill over the years, for sure.
Tell me sort of about where the line is. Like, what is it that they mind and don't mind?
They're so used, it was a way of life, a living, if you will, to have people come in and stare at them. That does not bother them in the slightest, no matter where they're at. If they're in a restaurant or eating, it doesn't bother them to have people constantly staring. The rude comments or the rude gestures or just overall discourteous people, that really touches a nerve at times, yeah.
And you've had like whole parades of people following you? Is that when did it happen?
Last year, their birthday is on October 28th. Halloween being on October 31st. We were in the mall taking them out to dinner last year. Unbeknownst to us, two of the local bars that are inside the mall were holding a Halloween contest. Best dressed wins a cash award. Well, we weren't there for that. We were there to celebrate their birthday. Innocently, we went into a restaurant, sat down and ordered, and walking through the place, we had all kind of gawks and looks and comments, people just going nuts over them. More than usual. Well, we didn't know, with the contest going on, people were coming up and laughing and saying, "Oh man, hell of a costume," not knowing that it was the real thing. It got out of hand after a while to where the police actually came in willingly on our side and escorted us to the van because there was such a parade of upwards of 100 people at that particular instance following us around. It was getting pretty bad. Yeah.
Wow. Do you think they're any different from other people inside?
Actually, no, they have a big heart, and they do. I mean, that's the way they view things. They're no different than any normal person, if you will. As far as they're concerned, they are normal, sure. Yeah.
Was it ever hard for you when you were growing up to explain about your brothers or the carnivals or anything? Did you ever go through a hard time with them?
No, it was never a hard time. I was glad to answer any questions anytime because I was proud to say, they are my brothers. People usually don't believe you that, oh yeah, sure, you got brothers, or yeah, but it's, yeah.
So do you feel like you're special and you have a special family?
I feel like I have a special family that's been touched in a way, sure, absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about your brother's childhood. Did they go to regular schools?
They had tried to enroll them at first, and the schools in the 50s were not equipped to handle per se any type of handicap in any way. So no, being that from there that they were decided to put on the road an exhibition, they had a traveling tutor at times with them to help teach them. Yeah.
What else? Do you think it's human nature for people to want to look at people who are different? Do you think there's something?
Oh, absolutely. It's human nature for anyone to be curious about someone that looks different. I mean, you look at someone with funny hair or somebody's got a big nose. Now, when you see two people that are joined together, then people catch themselves all of a sudden catch themselves realizing they've been staring for 2 minutes at this particular person, and they take a step back. But it's normal.